Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning on this first day of this November 2023 morning. Good morning, Twitch. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Twitch, Fireman Rich over there on Truth Social, Instagram Threads, and X/Twitter. The real Fireman Rich over there on the public Facebook. And we are getting started here a little late. I had an internet burp. Are we on the big screen? We're on the big screen. Okay. I had to reset my router and everything. The internet just sort of crapped out this morning. Oh my God. I was all set up, ready to hit the push button, and then all of a sudden I get this no internet. And I have two bands, the high band and the low band. And they were both out. They were all my devices that are Wi-Fi were going to my trying to connect to my Google TV or my Chromecast, which is I said, what's this? Oh, Rich TV Tioga. That's the Chromecast name, and stuff like that. Tony D, salute to you, sir, and hashtag PSTTD, positive start to today. Good morning. Tony says good morning. And Tony, she says good morning back at you. So, but we are getting our day started here, and a little rocky road here as far as the first day of November, new month. I do have the morning coffee. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Let's get. Oop, what I hit? Let's get the shot. There it is. And that's coming in at 428. 428. That's the pick for the to post up on the Twitch here and over on Rumble and YouTube. Coffee's tasting very good. So we're running about 15-20 minutes late. Actually, we're running about 30. I'm usually here. I was all set to go at about quarter of, 10 of, and stuff like that. So I've been spending the last 10-20 minutes resetting everything and such. But we're off and running nonetheless. And currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it came in at 20. We're at 29. We're probably at 30 right now, I think. Yeah, we're at 30. But we came in at 29 degrees Fahrenheit. That's negative 1.6. We are definitely in the full-fledged autumn fall, pushing towards winter. But 29 degrees Fahrenheit here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Negative 1.6 degrees Celsius. So on the Celsius, we're in the negative side and stuff like that. So that's holding there. Okay. And we had a pretty good day yesterday. It was windy, blustery, and stuff like that. But we're going to have partly cloudies today. They say a few flurries. November comes in the first week. They're already talking snow this week or something like that. A few flurries or low or snow showers possible. High of 44. How are you going to get? It has to be below 32 degrees. The ground is still warm yet. High of 44 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a drop from that 50 degrees. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. The sun will be rising this morning at 07:38, which is another hour and 10, 15, 18, 20 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes thereabouts. 7:38 a.m. Sun will be rising and be setting at 6:01 p.m. later today here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And our world times and temperatures as we speak, we go with Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:16 a.m. Cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 3:16 a.m. currently. Clear skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois at 5:16 a.m. 30 degrees Fahrenheit, clear skies. New York City, the jungle, about a 3.5 to 4 hour drive southeast a little bit from where I'm at. It's raining down in New York City at 6:16, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Over across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean at 10:16 in Cork, Ireland, 46 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy and sun, partly cloudy and partly sunny. Milan, Italy is also partly cloudy and partly sunny at 11:16 a.m. 55 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see these temperatures. Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Let me throw that one in there. It's 88 degrees Fahrenheit there at 117. New Delhi, India at 3:47 p.m. Cloudy skies, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. In Mumbai at 3:47 p.m. also cloudy skies, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Still there. And it's still thunderstorms in Kuala Lumpur at 6:17 p.m. in the evening, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan in their evening at 7:17 p.m. Clear skies in Tokyo at 66 degrees Fahrenheit, and down in Melbourne, Australia at 9:17 p.m. it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit, clear skies, and cloudy skies in Sydney at 9:17 p.m. 64 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's where we stand, and we have an ad roll in 2 minutes. Okay. So we're all hunky dory here. Everything, we don't have any drop frames, knock on wood, as far as that goes. Down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, Tony is D, who is informing us 44 degrees Fahrenheit down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. 54 for the high, 39 for the low. Mostly cloudy down there in Georgia. Georgia's on my mind, I guess the song says. Let's see, our thought for the day. This guy's actually alive, alive and well, and pretty rich too. We have our thought for today comes from Mr. Elon Musk. If you don't know who Elon Musk is, you're under a rock. But he is a business magnate and investor. Musk is the founder, chairman, CEO of Chief Technology Officer of SpaceX. And what else? Well, Tesla, of course, and of course, X/Twitter. He's doing some things over there that I don't know. I'm in South Carolina for a few days this week. Oh, okay, Tony, you're in South Carolina? So that's the weather? That's the temperature in South Carolina then, I take it. Doing some traveling then. Oh, are you at that conference you said you were going to? Are you at a conference? You said yes. I think you said on Monday's show. You said there was a conference going on. As far as that goes. Let's see. Union. Okay, you're at the union conference. Okay, so can you come up? Are you free to come up? I got guest stars, so we can give it another go if you want. That's it. You don't have to. It's. I'm just saying it's available and stuff like that. You're probably getting ready for your conference, getting your morning started and stuff like that. You got to go get those free that free coffee and Danish in the morning, right? Are they feeding you lunch and dinner? Are they providing the buffet? Yeah. Yep. Oh. Let's see. Yep. I don't know if that's yup to the Danish, or do you, can you come up for a few moments? I'm just, I'll throw you an invite just oh, we got the furnace. Can you hear the furnace? The furnace is going on. It's we're burning fuel. Tony, I'll send you an invite. You come up. You can come up. We can talk a little bit. I don't know. We tried this guest stars before. It didn't work on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, Monday morning. Let's see if. Let me see it. I gotta have this automatically. If you come up, I can see your picture come up. Our thought for the day from Elon Musk: when something is important enough, you do it, even if the odds are not in your favor. And who better to say that than Elon Musk? I think he's still coping with the Twitter, or the Twitter /X/Twitter. woes as far as that goes. Oh, give me a few. Okay, I got you an invitation and stuff. We'll give that another test. I appreciate it, Tony. I want this guest stars to work. I'd like it. Oh, we got a commercial going. Yeah, we're up on the big screen, so the commercial roll is going. I see that in the background. So, okay. So that's our. That is our. Hey, Helen. Good morning. We got Helen. And did you hear that, Helen? The missus says good morning also from the what's that? The living room. I can't think. I gotta go. I might have to go get a fresh cup of coffee here early because we're starting late. I had some. The internet was down for me on the Wi-Fi. We still had phone. We still had the TV, but the internet was down. And Lady Lake says good morning to the missus and good morning to Tony. And we're going to see if we can bring Tony. We're going to do another test here, Helen. Tony says he has a few moments to. Let's see. He's getting ready. Okay, I see that. I see his picture. And we actually have a picture. Oh my God, this is a lot better than last.
Mic check 1 2.
Yep, I hear you, Tony. Stand by. I'm gonna.
Oh, this is different.
It works.
It works today.
Maybe my internet. We're gonna talk to Tony this morning here. Let me push you to the the stage here and stuff. And there we go. We got a commercial. No, did we? Oh, we finished the commercial. How we doing, Tony?
Good. Been there for a couple hours. Had to do some reading, but I'm doing good. This is a nice little break right here.
So, how's the conference going? You just getting there? Or?
Excellent. No, it's very excellent. It is. It's. I've requested this. I'm getting what I wanted out of it. Learning what I'm looking into.
Right.
Had a couple conversations I wanted to have, talking to people on different areas.
Uh huh.
Well, it's pretty much state council, a couple state councils are here together. So we just had a chance to get together, compare notes, learn our working together, just growing. So it's cool.
Right. Now, are they providing you free Danish and coffee in the morning, or is that just the
Jesus
hotel?
Christ, really. Yes.
I always like when for me to stay in a hotel is a real treat, and it doesn't matter. You know, it has to be. You know, I like the quality
Let me tell
in.
you something. Look at this room.
Let's see.
Look at this room.
Oh my God! Holy crap! Well, are you paying
What
for
am
it, or is the
I
union
complaining?
paying for it?
What are you kidding me? They paying for this? Are you nuts?
Well, I know. The only time I ever talked about unions is last week. I had some lecture. Actually, we have a guy coming in to do an estimate on our electrical feed there. We have an old electrical feed to the house, and the young kid there that fixed the light last week in the kitchen. Well, the lights in the back room. He said something about, and I got talking about the unions, and they for the most part, the contractors up here that are all union based, they're working pretty good. They have like maybe a month, but they said when they get when they get laid off or whatever, the union takes care of them, and so it's they're compensated. I guess that's the one good
They're
thing.
lucky if they got a union in the contractors.
What's that?
They're lucky if they got a union in their contractors.
Yeah, yeah.
Those
Well,
contractors be
the
dropping.
trade
That's
contractors, I can tell you firsthand because I dealt with them off and on at the previous job, accommodating them on various projects and stuff. I get talking to them. They're a good bunch of guys, hard workers and stuff like
well,
that.
good morning, Helen, and tell the
Yeah,
missus I said
yeah,
good
Helen.
morning. I know I'm quiet. I'm in a hotel. It's 6:30 in the morning. I don't want to
Yeah,
wake them up.
I'm not trying to talk too loud and stuff like that. I'm trying to because I know you're
I'm not
talking.
either.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. But the
I knew
guest star
somebody yelling.
the guest stars works here, so that's good. I guess it might have been on my end as far as the setup and stuff like that because
I don't know. I'm not sure. And Twitch is always glitching here or there.
well, you're looking
Me and a
really
couple
good on the.
Jones.
You know, we look. I got a new. I don't know if you can see the. I've got a new background and stuff like that instead of the fiery and stuff. Let me see. I got to get with the chat here. I'm sorry, Helen. Morning to Mrs. Your sound
You're fine.
way too excited about that that must be towards you, Tony. We're going to talk
She's
to.
talking to me because I'm not normally as loud as that,
Oh yeah,
but I hear her echo and I can hear my voice. So
yeah. Tony's super quiet. Yeah, and just for your
sorry
information,
about that.
hey Tim Fan, yo, I'm catching up on the chat here, and oh, I have my
She said,
volume
"Fiddle with your
cranked
mic
up
and
to
quit."
max in the car, and I can't hear a word Tony said. Well, he doesn't want to bother his neighbors. It's still early there. And good morning, Tim Fan saying to all, and Helen says, put your headphones in or something. Oh, fiddle with your mic input. Uh, No, this is good. I appreciate you coming up and stuff. As far as broadcasting, I got the tail end of Michael Bathurst's. He broadcast yesterday. I was finishing up doing the taking the garbage out, doing dishes, doing the wash, folding that, and what else was it doing? Something else
I
yesterday
saw it was
because
on you and Joy up there.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
Joy. That's what I wanted to get to. Joy got up, so it's just like everybody's starting to come back, Tony. And Michael gave you a real good compliment there as far as going over the like we are most of the time talking about the past and stuff like that. How you were a significant figure as far as keeping us together or advocating that, which was great. Helen goes, no, I was talking about Rich being excited to talk to. Well, it's guest stars, Helen. I'm excited. I was excited guest stars work because I was a little disappointed Monday. Tony's just accommodating me. And if Tony's up, that's cool. You can get excited about Tony. I'm not excited about Tony. I'm just joking. We have 3 inches of. Oh, Tim, you do have the snow. First day of the November. That's what they talk about. We're supposed to be getting some snow here, as far as it's. It doesn't feel as cold as it did the yesterday, as far as that goes. Let me
Listen,
see the
it's
10.
November. People got to realize it's getting cold. I was the meeting we had yesterday. I just had on a t-shirt. I was in there like I said, I should have worn a damn jacket.
Huh?
It's ridiculous. I gotta remember the summer's over, so I gotta put some clothes on. That's what everybody gotta do. Put
Yeah.
some damn clothes on.
Yeah, I'm breaking out the heavier jacket on the morning walk. We had a good morning walk yesterday, and we took off Monday because it was too raining and wet, as far as that goes. And I can put this on chat. I forgot. Okay, I can see the chat. Well, someone has to be excited about him. That's what I'm all, Helen. I'm very grateful, to use that term, grateful and thankful that Tony was able to come up this morning and stuff like that. It's just like,
Appreciate you too, man.
yeah, yeah, and I'm always
Said
appreciative of being
if
up
you
on
watch
Tony's
Sunday's
broadcast.
broadcast, a lot of what we said, we talked about too. It was excellent.
Yeah, yeah. It's just keeping those connections and stuff like that as far as that goes and whatnot. So like I said, it was great seeing Joy talking. I guess I was sort of listening in the background to Michael's broadcast when I plugged in the earbuds and when I was doing the dishes and stuff and listening to him. And then he said, "Oh, then he's trying to get Joy up," and I'm just like, it's I guess coming up on Restream. And I used the phone for the. I think the first time I was able to go up on the phone, which the only thing that's limited on the phone is you can't turn the camera around because I wanted to show Michael. I'm starting to use the big screen here
Oh, I
to.
didn't know that.
Yeah, we're up on the big screen right now here. As far as I got Twitch on the Roku.
No, no, about turning the phone around.
Oh
Restream
no, yeah,
before I had an
okay,
issue
yeah.
on the mobile.
Well,
StreamYard I can do on my mobile. But for people who are trying to jump on their mobile with multi-stream like that,
yeah,
just have like the Google browser or the Microsoft Edge browser and use that browser instead of the regular one for my Apple folks because StreamYard doesn't work with Safari. I've noticed.
right. And you're on. Are you on Chrome
Restream
for
has been
guest
a big
stars?
issue. I gotta be on Chrome for guest
Yeah.
stars.
Okay. Yeah. That works the best. And Helen says, "Oh, nah, talking about gratitude. You've been hanging around like." Well,
I'm not joking.
it's coming
I was
back
so
into
damn mad Sunday.
that's his label, I guess, is the man of gratitude and stuff like that.
It
So
is.
that's funny. Um, but it was a good broadcast being up there, and it was pretty neat being on the mobile as far as to see how that works. So just I always like doing something new, and I know you do too, as far as testing out and stretching out the capabilities, and the restream worked flawlessly. And Joy is, I guess she's used to it and stuff like that. And Tim, oh Tim, you need to get me your picks in. And the same thing with you, Tony.
I gotta get you mine
Yeah,
too. I'm glad you
yeah.
still get you mine.
I was sloughing it a little bit. I didn't do the charts or the calculations or something like that. I was playing PUBG all day yesterday. I just got into Tuesday. I played PUBG all day long because I in between doing the things I have to do here at the house. Um, I play a game, then take a break and go do something, then come back and play it. And I got up to the season's ending here on the 11th of November, but I'm up to Ace level 8, which is pretty high. I'm in the top 4% of all the players on the. This is only on the U.S. server, and that's pretty high, and stuff like that. Um, Tim says
Gotcha.
our
Some
furnace.
fans said his furnace went last night.
Yeah. Oh wow. Was 52 in the house this morning. Well,
Sorry to hear
that's
that.
not too bad. It's when the furnace goes out and it's.
52 in the house, that is bad.
You think that's no that well that's we keep ours right around 65, 68. If it's gone down to 52 but it's still comfortable. You put a jacket on. Like I'm always wearing this and stuff in the morning.
I keep my house at 75 year
No,
round.
no. I couldn't afford
He
no
said no.
no that'd be too hot. That'd be too hot to keep me. Let's see. Tim says our neighbor moved out and had his electric shut off, which I guess his electric runs his furnace. Okay, maybe it was a ghost. And oh, Tim, is this your neighbor that had the problem with that camera on your front door? Is that the one? Tim Fan had a problem with a neighbor. The neighbor said he couldn't have the camera. It was one of those the door ring things, and he could put it up. There's no law against it. But so how long's your conference?
Tuesday through Thursday.
Okay.
And here Monday is a travel day, and Friday's gonna be our other travel day.
Uh huh.
So it's 3 days.
Okay, so it's sort of a break. Um,
It's a break from work. Um, it's a lot mentally
yeah.
based on what they're trying to get us to do. But for me, I'm familiar with a lot of this. The first go round was a lot, and this is like my
Yeah. Tim says,
third one that I've been to
yeah.
in the past 6 years probably. So for the new people, what kind of what they don't know, hope we can talk them through some of what they're trying to get familiar with based on their experiences. So the kicker for me is to learn more than what I do know.
Okay.
See if there's any changes. So
Right.
it's sort of like how you got trained in every year. And when we had our single ancillary training with the military,
Right. Right. Right.
if somebody was unfamiliar, you went through it. And for you, I would tell you, take this when we had sea burning training. If somebody didn't know, we could show them
Yeah. Was it?
along those lines.
Did you ever hear about an incident? Speaking of the military, yesterday I was taking the garbage out. The local water company was here, and the one guy, I think his name is Jim, and I know him from other locate. You know, I've known this guy over the years because he's done the hydrant checks and stuff like that, and I've talked to him and stuff, and so I got out there talking with him, saying good morning, and doing the small town, yeah, with good morning and stuff like that, with a cup of coffee in hand and stuff, and I guess he had a broken valve or something like that. He was surveying that they're going to have to dig up. Luckily, it's across the street as far as that goes. But this guy was in the Air Force, and he was a loader for F-15s. And he was telling me he was stationed down there at Langley. And did you ever hear of an incident of they were doing an engine run-up ground test? They were only going to do it to like 30-40%. And I guess the guy forgot to hook the cable to it, and I guess the aircraft. I guess he's telling me, and you work with the aircraft, but I guess when the F-15 feels that there's a drop in its engine, it dumps its engine. It's something that it does, like if it's getting shot at or something, it'll dump fuel in to give it more power, and it just took off. Did you ever hear it on the flight line? There was an incident years
I
back.
didn't hear about that story.
Okay, it might have been before. This guy was in a
Now I'll
while.
tell you that military wise, I worked on 16s.
Yeah.
Civil service, I worked on 15s. I would have heard about this story, but I don't remember that number.
Now he said it was a 15 down there, and then they were trying to move all the aircraft out, and the guy slid down the nose and dropped 10 feet. The pilot was a two-seater, so it was the two-seater's a trainer, right? Or can they be used? Do they use them for combat missions? Two-seaters? Do they? Okay, so it's sort of like what the Navy does with the
I
F.
think they do. I don't even know what it says. I think they do.
Yeah, yeah. But it was just interesting talking about that. And he's talking about 15s and stuff like that. Yeah, Tony, he works on those things, and I've only
Mhm.
been around that
And
aircraft a
I'm,
couple.
we build them up, we tear them apart. I don't work the crew chief aspect of it.
Right, right.
That's a whole nother section where I'm in.
Yeah,
So a lot of that happens when they're doing the engine runs. I'm not around. I've been there.
right,
I have trained over there, but I'm not primarily over there.
right,
Primarily, I've been the rebuilding and the final assembly of it over the past 8 years.
right, right, right.
Now, don't get me wrong. I've done the launcher recovery, disassembly, ops checks, repairs, inspections, and I've been primarily the rebuilding and then the final assembly of it. So a lot of things I may not know or hear about, but I will know a lot of the
Well, I'm
details.
thinking this might be a real old story because he mentioned he used to work on F4s, and that was the first aircraft I worked around as far as yeah, yeah, that's going way back. And he was saying how they on the F4 he deployed, I think, overseas, and they were doing electronical. They had they oh no, it was out in California. They were doing the simulated dogfights, and they put the electronic pods underneath. And I guess they were recovering their aircraft, and he said the one aircraft came in and it lost its pod, and it's like a $40,000 pod, I guess, back in the day. And the aircraft came in, and the pilot came out, and he was almost going to cold cock the other one of the other crew members, pilot there, because hey, you dropped your tank and it almost hit me, you dumbass. It's like because he was flying right behind. It's like, oh, but you got, and he said there was something wrong with the connection. There was nothing wrong with the connection and stuff like that. But then I told him, I said, he's just telling me about work around F4s before F15s and stuff. And I said, well, there's one time when I was at McConnell, I was covering as assistant chief. The regular assistant chief was on a day off, and we had B-52 or B-1s going out to Hill Air Force, out at Hill, around the bombing range out in Hill, and that's where they would practice, and then we would cover them in the afternoon. Then there'd be another 10 of them that would go out, and they did that probably once every couple of weeks or something like that, to fly them all. But the night one, we're sitting in the crash house fire station, and we get an in-flight, and we figure, okay, it's not a hot brakes because they haven't landed yet. But we had one that came in that had a reported engine fire. So we're set up on the flight line, and I'm on Chief 2, and we see the plane coming in. It's like, oh, okay, I don't see no flames or anything, but it's dark. So, but it lands. It's at the end of the runway. We set up on it, and my rescue guy goes in there. The guy was it Randy? Randy. He goes, Chief 2, Rich, you might want to come out here. We've got something. I guess he didn't want to broadcast it on the radio, so I come out and I go, "What's up, Randy?" And it says, "We don't have an." It says, "The engine's okay." I said, "No, we don't have an engine." I said, "What?" And I'm looking because it was so dark out. I'm looking close. Holy shit! Number 3 engine had dropped sometime between. They drop. I guess they can't. They don't have a visual on the engine, so they get all this indication on the flight deck that they got some problems. So they go through their procedures to go, okay, we got an engine failure. They shut everything down to that engine, and
Hmm.
so they never. I don't think to this day, I don't think they've ever found the engine.
They found it.
Yeah, some old war stories for the folks that are watching on the replay here. So it's just, but so what's your day like as far as the conference? Just a regular 8-hour day, going to sessions and
Yeah, I
stuff.
would do a lot of training.
A lot of training. Okay. And as far as that goes, so how you got? So there's people from just where you're located at, or just the whole south
No, a
there?
few states. It's quite a few states.
Yeah.
I thought it was just 2 states, but I found that it's 4.
Right.
So everybody's just chopping it up, getting familiar with each other.
Uh huh.
comparing notes, if you will,
Yeah.
learning about trying to figure out what we don't know,
Right.
and just advising each other on how to do things properly. So it's a
Some
bit
good
of a fellowship,
feedback
a bit
then
of a
you're
get-together.
getting.
Yeah,
Yeah. So is this an annual conference that you go to and stuff, or?
I want to say yeah.
Yeah.
This is my first time being here, but I think
Oh,
we
okay.
do these annually.
Right.
I know there's a lot of conferences I missed for whatever reason or whatever the occasion is. I actually got lucky with this trip.
Right.
They kind of called me last minute because somebody else couldn't make it. I was like, hell yeah. We just want to make sure we're not acting up and everything. So I'm not going to act up. I'm here for what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I'll get what I can out of it and all it. I know there's another one coming up for another organization I'm part of in a few months. I'm trying to see if I can make that trip,
Yeah. That's good.
mainly because of what I'm learning.
Yeah.
It's you get the mitigation aspect, you get the accommodation aspect, but you also want to get something out of it. I don't want to be on a
Well,
BS trip.
it improves on your skill set. Yeah, as far as
It
that goes.
improves on your experience, absolutely.
And spare. Yeah. 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 Exactly. As far as that goes. So it's interesting and stuff like that. So it's just um let's see. I'm just gonna stay with the guest stars. I just threw my right after the the
You
thought
ready
for
to
the
jump?
the thought for the day. Because this is a real. I really take this, folks who are watching this, a real treat when I do have somebody up because
Oh yeah.
I really like using this guest stars. But Restream is just as good. I like using Restream. I almost went on Restream the other night, but Monday night they have this show called Ghost on CBS. They're supposed to have a Ghost UK
Uh-huh.
version. I think the original show Ghost came from the UK. They just adapted it to the United States, and it's about an upstate mansion that has ghosts, and this young couple buy it, and the the wife she falls down the stairs, and I guess on the result of banging her head, she can see the ghosts there, and the ghosts are a bunch of cast of characters over the years and stuff. So it was a replay of the Halloween one they had a few years back and stuff. So we're waiting for. I don't know if they're gonna, but it's a good show. It's a good CBS show, and what was I fiddling? Oh, I started messing around, and that's the problem. I messed around with the my camera on OBS, and and it took me like 30, 40 minutes to figure out because I have things set and I leave it alone and I don't play around with it. And when I do play around with it, it's like, how do I fix it back? How do I get it back to?
I haven't used it well since last year,
Yeah,
and it was too many steps compared to the other areas.
yeah,
I actually did run into that with Ed Monks and Fluting a little bit. There was a couple steps I couldn't figure out when I was trying it. A lot of times I'll do a test run here or a test run there, and I got Restream and StreamYard pretty much figured
yeah.
out,
I think
so I can
Restream's
run
going
it.
to be our mainstay as far as when we get because Michael is
Mike's
just
switch,
having
I gave
he's just having a blast with it as far as that goes.
Mike's having a ball because he's figuring it out. He's looking like how I did, and he's using more than one platform. And I want to give him credit for that
Oh
because
yeah,
he's using
yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
And Twitter.
Yeah, he really
Um,
wanted to figure out his Facebook there too. He finally got that working.
he got that figured out. He told me about it. I gotta remember it. There's somebody advised me of a couple of other ones, and I'm gonna look at those probably this weekend just to see if I can find something else. Because like, I don't have a problem with Restream
Uh huh.
or StreamYard at all. Matter of fact, I don't have a problem with any of them. They do what we want to do primarily.
Well,
Just
we do
extra
have
incentives we want.
we do have that issue with fluting and what was that? What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's just the missus in the kitchen. No, she's getting some water out of something.
Yeah, she's
But
like,
fluting there, I guess fluting would I love the quality of fluting, but you couldn't bring me up. I couldn't bring you up. Maybe we might have to give that another try this weekend if you're available and stuff like that. We can give that a try.
well, if we don't use it, we can.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's
Actually, right when I get back, I'm gonna have my son this weekend on Saturday. I know I got a couple check a couple things out, so I probably have about an hour or two to give it a try.
okay. Yeah. I'll be here this weekend because let's see. I got Yeah, this it seems like every week here for the last 3 or 4 weeks we've had something on. We got a contractor coming in today. I got to go to a dentist appointment tomorrow, and then I have another appointment Friday. The missus is just like, but it's not as I it's just. I guess I'm almost looking at, it's good to have it in the middle of the week because, it keeps me busy and stuff like that. But it just makes the day go by quick. These days are going by quicker as we get closer to winter and stuff like that. So as far as that goes. And but it's all good as far
Shorter
as
days
that's.
and more sleep.
Yeah, yeah. But let's see, what else is it? There's nothing. What did you think of the games this weekend? Any sort of post?
Um,
I guess you got to be thrilled with the Jets.
I'm glad they won. The Chargers did beat up on the Bears pretty bad. That Vegas game was Devontae Adams' frustration. I did see they just fired the coach.
Oh, did they? What team? Do you know?
Yeah, they fired Josh McDaniels.
Oh,
I
okay.
had
Oh,
the alert. I think it was this morning when I woke up.
okay.
Um, I do need a recap. I'm gonna try and sit down with
Yeah,
ESPN
the
and
one
get
thing
caught back up.
I had my notes, but I got rid of the Giants. I don't know. They could have won the game. It's just a kicker. They should have won the game. It was
That's
theirs. It was theirs, and they lost it. And I guess I'm looking at it. It was, the the Jets stayed in there. They played. Did they play better? I don't know. Zach. I don't know. It was an ugly
they
game,
played good.
but it was still an
They
ugly
played like they
game.
normally.
It was an ugly game on
Mhm.
both sides and stuff like that. Just like I said, why am I watching this? But
That's what I heard. Everybody like, I'm seeing all New York football. They can't.
yeah, yeah. And then the Chiefs, they when Mahomes throws 3 interceptions
I
and
was
they
about to
cough
say
the
that
ball up 2 times, that just reminds
the
me of the Buffalo
Broncos win
Bills.
was a
Yeah,
yeah. Um, when basketball season started, that's going to be a conversation.
yeah.
I
I've
do
been
need to
seeing.
give you my pick before I pulled up
Are they still in the preseason now? Because I see it on the
regular season.
oh, it's regular play then and stuff like that. Because I get the Knicks and the Nets up here, as far as on the Madison Square Garden and the Yes Channel, as far as that goes. And I was almost going to watch the game the other night and stuff. I'm not really. It's I don't know.
It's too early.
I'm just focusing in more like football. Football is the game. I mean, the World Series. I guess the Houston or the Texan Rangers. They went 3-1. They won last night. I guess from what's. I'm just watching the box scores. I
They're
turned the
going to beat
team.
them.
I turned the game on, Tony, and I'm like looking. It's like I don't want to watch this. I don't have. There's, it just looks like another. It doesn't. It didn't have the. How the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl.
It depends on the teams, and a lot of us aren't interested in those teams. So I was actually pulling for Arizona, but Texas is probably going to take it.
Yeah.
I watched some of that Knicks game last night.
Okay.
Decent basketball.
Yeah.
Wasn't anything wrong with it, but there wasn't anything else on TV. It was Halloween, so kids was out trick or treating. I got all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I fell asleep on the couch with something on the History Channel or something like that, some
I fell
unexplored.
asleep early. We finished our training yesterday.
Yeah.
We had dinner. A couple of us had a couple of drinks. That's all
Yep.
I needed.
Yep. Yep. You got to have those. That's part of the routine when you're at a conference. So you got to have a couple of drinks. I'm still saving those 2 shots of Crown Royal when we hook up and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And stuff like that. Yeah, I had I got a, what I had a beer. Yeah, I'm drinking. We still got beer in there from like 2 weeks ago. It's called. You know what Genesee beer is, right? You've heard of Genesee? No, it's upstate New York. It's not your premier. It's a New York beer. And let's see, leggy lady, football was invented so that men would have something to talk about. There we go.
It's like soap operas invented so women can have something to talk about.
Yeah. Well, there's quite a few men that watch those soap operas and stuff. There was a couple guys at this one base I was it out there at McConnell. They loved their
They had nothing
Jeopardy,
else to do.
huh? What's that?
I love Jeopardy too. Jeopardy was excellent. Hope
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
Jeopardy was great.
But Jeopardy was you did not. I saw one guy get his ass chewed out by the assistant chief saying, "If Jeopardy's on, you do not touch the TV." That's That was like everybody. But there'd be some guys that would sneak in station captain. I making my rounds around, checking the station, and the guys are out doing their training, or else to make sure some of the guys they would try and scoot out of work a couple times during the course of a shift or something, and this one time I caught these guys, two guys, the civilian firefighters there. They were watching freaking soap opera, the Young and Restless. I said, "What are you guys doing?" And it's like, "Oh, we're watching this, Rich. There's something going on." I said, "So."
They got something out of it. Yeah.
Well, I'm
And
just
then
saying, there's guys
you
that
want
they love their soap operas too and stuff like that. I'm like, what? Really?
they were married.
Probably, yeah. I guess they had to keep up with it with the so they have something to talk with their
The
spouse.
storyline.
Yeah. Let's see. Helen says you have never heard me talk about soap operas ever. No, I don't think I ever
She
have.
is one of only a few. No, she doesn't watch them, but there's a lot of women I know they watch. They used to love it back in the 80s and 90s. Oh,
But every single broadcast
yeah, we do.
reverts to football. Well, of course, Helen, it's the football season. I don't even
We're
know.
American men. We do.
Yeah, no, I realize we're doing it, Helen, because it's interesting. I guess it's for us. I don't know, but every single broadcast reverts to football talk. Well, I just want to skim over it because I'm not using my normal routine and stuff like that. And I know Tony. Well, Tony is the host and
Yeah, yeah.
broadcaster of Belt King Fantasy Football to do a lead in on the football talk here, and you can catch Tony on his channel, and you can check him out over there on Twitter/X at Tony
Yeah,
D, where he posts
that's
it.
me.
We had a really great broadcast this past Sunday, and our good friend Helen, who's in the chat for those folks. Where did I put Helen's card? Where are you, Helen? I know you're here. Okay, I gotta get these cards reorganized. Oh, there you are. And you got Helen, who's late, who is Leggy Lady here in on Twitch, but over there on X/Twitter, it's at Radio Leggy, and she is a Twitch broadcaster also. So give her some love here as far as you view numbers. Oh, I don't care about my numbers, Helen. My viewing numbers, that's okay. I'm not. See, that's the thing. I'll put that in the category where you put in the football. I don't really care about the number. I asked Michael yesterday. Do you miss? Are you still worried about the number? And he said no. I said I say to myself, I don't believe that.
I
I
don't
know.
believe him. I'm gonna tell him too.
No,
You
I get
like when
enough.
you see it, I
Helen,
don't
my
believe him.
concern is when after the broadcast, I look at my replays. I think that's my benchmark is measuring because I think on Twitch right now I'm averaging anywhere from 25 to 35, maybe sometime pops up to 40 on the replay. To me, that's good. That's comfortable. That's where I want to be. That's my mark.
I get 22
As far as
views
the
after
viewers here, I'm not
20,
because I. What was the most you've ever had on your channel, Tony? Viewers.
probably 50 or 60,
Okay.
and that's a broadcast when me and Wick did on Nonsense for Nonsense.
Mm.
Um, Twitter, I get a lot of impressions. That doesn't necessarily mean they watched it. I'll see the views. A lot of people aren't watching.
Yeah.
I know, Helen.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't check out what I do, but and I'm going to cut down the multi-streaming, like I said, because
Oh, she's messing with
I'm not
me.
getting out the number. Yeah, she messed with me.
I'm an easy mark for Helen. I tell you, I just like.
You know, when I put my stuff on Facebook, some of my people are popping up over there more often on the replays.
Do those
I do
numbers
realize that I
Do those numbers on Facebook? Do they come back to Twitch though, or they're just
that's for each different platform,
okay?
you'll have a different set of numbers.
Okay.
Um, I'm glad that my Facebook folks were popping up because I wanted them to be up there. There's a lot of people I know in real life, and I want them to see how I'm doing. So some of them were popping up, and what I have noticed is, with regards to what I'm doing, is when they pop up. When I actually did a broadcast in July, when I was stressing out, I did one. A lot of them came in, so I could see they're watching what I'm doing. It's just some things they're not interested in, so I get it. But the fantasy football one's doing pretty consistent with what I was looking for. And
Yeah.
sports heads will check it out. Some of the other folks may take the weekly or whatever.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I wanted an audience, and I was trying to spend money on gaining the audience or increasing my views, and it wasn't really working like I wanted to. I got a consistent number,
Right.
but I'm probably just going to start centralizing like I told you last year.
Yeah.
I took a shot and
Yeah.
tried to throw it
Hey.
out there to everybody, and I appreciate you telling me so.
Hey.
She was right.
Hey, Tony. Do you want to hold the fort down? I gotta get a cup of coffee here, and I'll be right back. If you want, or can you? Can you
Yeah,
still
I got
hang?
about 10 more minutes before I drop down.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay. The reason he invites people to, yeah, Helen, I remember you said that, and he does try to throw his way of doing things in. I noticed that on Sunday, but I get it. A lot of people when they come on, they also want to promote themselves. I got no problem with that for the most part. I just don't want to change up a lot of what I do. I try to save me and my ways till afterwards. Mike's gonna throw his way in the whole brook. That dude is too much. But I'll always say I met all of us through hanging out with him. That's why I was always telling people, and that's why I said on Sunday's broadcast, we did a little thing at the end, showing appreciation for each other. That was genuine. It was true. We'll kick it. We'll have fun. I think a lot of people miss. I think it's going to be good that a lot of people see all of us still together. I may be wrong, but I'm always going to take a shot at a bunch of us getting back together and people seeing it and realizing a lot of us are still around. But I know what you're saying. I do. Rich got to get his coffee. I should have made a cup while I was in here. Where is everybody? Yeah, everybody left.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Tony. I just
Yeah, you good.
I
Let me give you my this drop down myself and you had to finish today.
what's that, Tony?
So let me give you my picks because I got to drop down and go get ready.
Well, you know what? Let me get a piece of paper here, so because I've got the list right here for the next game. So yeah, when we do that, we'll get your picks here. That's a good idea. And then I do this. I got this extended period now because usually I get off right about this time. I get ready to go for the morning walk, but you can see out the window it's dark. It's too dark. Okay, this is Tony's picks. Let's go ahead and let me see. I get this set up. I got it. Let's see. This is week 8 of 18. We got no, that was last week. We're week 9. We got Titans and Steelers.
I think I'm going to take the Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers.
Steelers? I think I'm going to take the Steelers myself. I'm going to put mine down at the same time.
Titans.
This is going to be the game, I guess, the big game. This is the early game. 9:30. There's a game at 9:30, and this is going to be a pretty important game, I guess, because this could be a possible Super Bowl, or no, not AFC Championship. Dolphins or Chiefs?
Yes, it is. I'm going to take the Dolphins.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm sticking with the Chiefs. I should have stuck with the freaking Broncos last week and stuff. Let's see. Vikings and Falcons. I'm taking the Vikings. You're going to take Atlanta? Okay. I'm taking Vikes. Let's see. Bears and Saints. Oh, I got to take the Saints. I'm taking Saints. The Bears didn't look all that great.
You know what? Yeah, give me the Saints.
Saints, okay. Good morning, Tina. Glad to have you here. Long time no see as far as that. Tina, who's our Jersey girl, she's been watching my replays, which I thank you very much, Tina. Greatly appreciate it and stuff like that. She's been a busy person here of late, so so I appreciate those comments, Tina. Let's see, next game we got Rams and Packers. That's a good one. I'm taking Rams. You taking Rams too? Rams. I don't know. I Green Bay, they seem beat up. And let's see, next one, Commanders and Patriots.
Commanders.
Commanders. Yeah, you know what? See, that's up
Did
to.
the Patriots win last week?
Yeah, I think they did. No, let me see. Hang on. Let me see. I got. Let me see. Let's see. Patriots.
Yeah, New
What?
England won. No, Miami won. Miami won.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Miami won, but they won the week before. Now I'm going to still take the Commanders. So what are you going to take?
Commanders.
Commanders. Okay. And let's see. After that game, we have Seahawks and Ravens. Ooh, I'm taking the Ravens. That's it. That's at
I
Baltimore.
think I'm with the Ravens.
You're taking the Ravens?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Let's see. We got Buccaneers and Texans.
Bucks.
You know, the way Texans played last week, I'm going to take the Bucks too.
Honestly, I think I'm taking the Bucks.
Yeah, they should have won last. They could have won last week as far as that goes. It wasn't for that one particular thing. And Helen's saying Tina's giving me her picks. She says Patriots. Well, you always take the Patriots, and let's see. And she's taking the Packers, Vikings. Okay. Some different picks there. Next one, Cardinals and Browns. I'm taking the Browns on that one right off.
I think I'm taking the Browns too.
And
What?
that's in Cleveland too. That they're always
That's in Cleveland.
yeah. So that uh
On the quarterback, the
oh
backup quarterback Joshua Dobbs, he just went to the Vikings.
yeah. And after they made their first win last week, and Tina says Browns too. Panthers are playing at home against the Colts.
Colts.
Colts? You don't think the Panthers might sneak one in there? Colts, they yeah.
Not yet.
I'm gonna go with you, the Colts.
Not yet.
Giants Raiders. Well, I gotta take the Giants.
I think
That's playing in Las Vegas.
yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Raiders on it.
You're gonna take the Raiders. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm taking
Ooh, this is gonna be the big 425, and Tina says Raiders also. Cowboys and Eagles, and that's in Philly.
that's gonna be tough. I think I'm gonna take Dallas.
God, I want to take Dallas. You know what? You're gonna take Cowboys. I'm gonna take Philly.
I'm gonna take Dallas.
I'll go with Philly. That's a classic, mate. And
Dallas.
well, Tina's going to take. Of course, Tina's going to take the Eagle. The Eagles are the Jersey team. Let's see. This is a replay of the AFC. This is the late Sunday night game, Bills and Bengals. I'm taking the Bills.
I think I'm taking the Bengals.
You're going to take Cincy? That should be a good game, and that's being played. That's being played in Cincinnati. Monday night, Chargers and Jets. I'm going with the Jets. I'm going to go with the Jets. That's going to be my upset game right there. Even though I think
That's that game's gonna be a problem. I think I'm gonna take
and that's down there in
the
Meadowlands.
Chargers.
You're going to take the Chargers? Yeah. I'm just going to. I haven't given any love to the Jets, so we got 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is there 14 games? I guess there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we got all the picks. So Tony and myself, we did the picks here. Thank you, Tony. I'll plug those. I'll be working on that today. As far as thing, I'll send you the charts and stuff like that later. So
Save it for Sunday. Save it for Sunday. You good?
what's that?
Save it for Sunday morning. You good?
Okay. Yeah, you might be curious. I know Tim is always curious, so it's nothing for me to send him out and stuff like that. I got your picks, and Tim Fan, if he's still there, if he's not working, kicking his workers in the butt there to get him to work, we need your picks there too, Tim. So
I'm gonna go drop down and get ready, man.
Okay, we're going to let you
I'll
go,
let you know.
Tony. Tony D, thank you very much for being part of the broadcast this morning. Greatly appreciate your time, sir. And we'll be talking to you. Enjoy your conference. And Tina saying bye, Tony. Uh,
Too busy.
and Helen says we're
Tell
practically
me,
reading
tell
your
me,
lips.
loud. I'm not at home. I'm by
Yeah,
myself. I'm around
yeah.
people
I
who
may sound a little
understand.
louder. All right, Tony. I'm gonna boot you
One
there.
moment.
You have a good one, sir. Peace.
Y'all take care. All right.
Okay, that was Tony D, our good friend there, and we could barely hear. And let me bring this back up here. There we go. There we go. We're back. We changed the format. We started out with some bad internet where it took me 20, 30 minutes to get the broadcast going here, and Helen, you're right. We're talking about football. It's the guy thing, okay? As far as that goes, and I really consider it a real treat to have someone up as far as with their time and all that. What's that? Oh, yeah, the missus says I have somebody to talk to. She she's got me pegged and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, but it's all good, and I do appreciate Tony for him coming up, and oh, you having your breakfast? Okay, the missus is joining us. She's having her breakfast this morning as we're on this extended. We've only been on. We're coming up on an hour as far as that goes. So this extended broadcast here. A little late on getting the broadcast going, but that's the internet woes. I've never had that before, but the broadcast as a whole is working really well. No drops. 60. And Tina just got up. I need. Well, you should have your coffee there, Tina. As far as that goes, again, Tina, I greatly appreciate you coming up on the broadcast. I know you're a busy individual, and I'm glad I got here. I'm glad that you are here because we've missed you and stuff. I know everything's okay, but I really appreciate the comments, okay? Because I know we had our regulars here, and we've had some changes as far as allowing certain individuals up because there's rules. I have a certain standard and stuff. Helen says, I hate when he effing talks down to me that I know he's in a hotel room. Since when did you need to whisper? Who is he trying to? Well, it's just a thing here in the state. When I'm in a hotel, I don't know, I just automatically go into that quiet mode, Helen. I think it's one of those things that you don't want to disturb people. You don't want to bring attention to yourself in a hotel and stuff. So I don't know.
The walls are thin.
What's that?
The walls are thin.
Oh, I missed the football picks. We don't normally do that on the air, Tina. Just I had Tony available, and he's at a conference right now. And who do we have here? Oh, freaking Michael. This is a different Michael. This is a guy I know down in Tennessee that plays hockey. He liked my thought for the day. And he'll watch the replay and realize how ridiculous. Yeah, I was straining to hear him too. As far as that's why I was playing with my microphone. I think I was blowing him out with and stuff like that. Yes, I got it. I'm glad. And as far as Tina there, so but that's the things we try and do, and as far as you playing with the numbers there, Tina or Helen, I actually asked Michael. He says he doesn't worry about the numbers anymore, and I brought up a story. I remember back on Haps there's one time I had massive numbers that just went off the chart for me. I had a couple thousand when I was doing a moon. I talked about this before. I had the telescope back here, and I was doing, and that's something I should do. But the moon was out yesterday. I could have done a moon broadcast. But on Haps, it was sort of like a late evening, and I had it was like the normal 15 to 20 people that were on there, and then all of a sudden it went up to a couple hundred, and then from a couple hundred, I come back, I'm looking, it's like over 1,000, and was hitting close to 2,000. I'm like, what the frick going on? There's Peter says, how do you like all the views? And I'm messaging him on the Haps thing. I says, what's going on here? I don't get these numbers. And he said he posted it on the Haps Reddit, and that's where all the numbers were coming in. And to see that numbers go up that high, it literally scared me. It just like here, I'm used to seeing 2, 3. Like right now I'm seeing 6. That's comfortable. I see that number go up jacking over 100, then I'm like, what the frick? I'm not that interesting. Am I that interesting? Oh, she just gave me the look. I got the look. Helen says, and you got headphones on. It was almost impossible to hear him at all in the car. That's why I said he should put. Yeah. As far as headphones, I always have headphones in, and under the headphones, I've got earbuds. I had to go to my.
You wonder why I yell.
You wonder what?
And you wonder why I yell.
Yeah, she wonder. Yeah, because I can't hear her through the headphones.
It tunes me out.
I'm not tuning her out. No. Sometimes I guess when I hear, I'll keep this off so I got an ear towards her.
Huh.
So when she does talk, I pay attention. It's just when I'm in this mode, and she's out there. She doesn't. We have a bad habit, both of us, of talking between rooms.
Yeah, we need
Don't we?
Yeah, we need an open concept.
An open concept. Remodel a place with an open concept. But the earbuds, I had to revert to my backup pair because my other pair that I've had for a number of years, where is that? The connector here is off. It's on the plug here. Where the hell's the plug? Anyway, the connector is out, so I can't charge these. I don't know how I'm going to charge these. I love these. These are a pair of $20 earbuds. They sort of look like the first version of Apple's. These things are really clunky. These things are like putting a freaking rock in your ear and stuff. But they do work good. I usually have the earbuds in if I want to hear the audio as far as on my broadcast here. I always check my audio. Audio is important to me. And, yep. And I'm hearing it now. I just do a sound check and stuff from another device. So there's other people that broadcast. They rely on their audience to let them know. I started doing all this online broadcasting in audio, and I love audio. I love it to the max. Impressions and viewers are very different. The number means nothing without engagement. Yeah, and I love the engagement I have right here, Helen. I wouldn't trade it for the world. This is great engagement. I have great fun doing this. That's what certain people don't get. I know that some people pay for numbers to make themselves look important. No, I'm not that, and I'm not an influencer. I'm just a bloke. Just a simple man. A simple man doing a simple broadcast. As far as that goes. And one of the things I like doing is my Mixcloud show. I did one yesterday, and one of the songs I have the tab up here. I got to talk about this song, and I don't know if you've ever heard of this group, Helen. One of the songs I played on yesterday's broadcast. Let me bring up the tab here for 31 October, the Tauga radio show where I play a wannabe radio DJ. Have you ever heard of the group Lord of the Lost? Helen? Lord of the Lost. They're a German group, I believe. I think they have this new song. I guess whatever boosts their egos. I used to get high numbers on Periscope, but that was because the map discovery was easy. Yeah, I was a little leery of that map thing because when they first had it out, it could take you right down to where you were actually broadcasting. I didn't really care for. I could see a general area, okay, the town or something like that, but not right down to the street address. But Helen, have you ever heard of Lord of the Lost? I played their song. That was the ending song of my broadcast yesterday over on Mixcloud. It's called One Last Song. I love that song. Oh, it's a fantastic song. I brought it up on the big screen for the missus, and it's sort of a sad song because it's about our ending. What would be your last song that you'd want to? And both me and the missus would say that would be the song we would want to play at our wake. Rich, some of the people we know call themselves social media influencers. I laugh every time. Yeah. Okay. Helen, you're not listening to me. Have you ever heard? I'm trying to change the subject. No, I know what you're saying there. I don't think I have, Rich. I'll check them out. Yeah, Lord of the Lost, One Last Song. It's a pretty good song. But yeah, I think you're right. There's some people that think they're social influencers, and they're obviously not. They're just. There's one person in particular I thought was I don't even watch them anymore. I've lost. Yeah, it's just in a category that I just moved on. The individual thinks they're an influence, but they're not. Yes, but there's a delay. Helen, I'm on an app. Oh, okay. There's a delay. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Helen, no problem. I apologize. I guess I see it instantly coming up on my chat, and I forget when you're on, and there is a delay when I do see the delay that Helen's talking about when you're on a mobile device, because I see it on the Surface 3, and the laptop is pretty instantaneous and stuff like that. So, but my Mixcloud channel is mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. And on the page here, you'll see 10 shows. I can only have 10 shows on this page. It's a free page. But on that page, there's a link to my original Mixcloud channel. If I can get to it. Off to the left, there's a link to... where the hell is that? No, I don't want that. My profile. Yeah, off to the left when you see on my Mixcloud page of mixcloud.com, Richard M. Roberts, there's a thing that says show more, and there's a link there to the Tioga Radio Show's original 212 shows. So yesterday was my 226th show. And let's see, and Helen, who's over there on Helen's Mixtapes, she has Helen's Mixtapes 26 October 2023, which I haven't listened to yet, Helen. I have to listen to that. I got to get into work. I missed last Thursday's 360 radio. But Helen posts up there on Twitter/X, Helen, you can find her at Radio Leggy for her Mixcloud broadcast. And let's see, what did she have in her bio? Her bio is she's a photographer by trade, music lover at heart, live streamer, broadcaster, radio presenter, and contact at Party Fears 3-man, creative but not pretentious. Boy, you got some big words in your... I'm just... down to earth and naturally funny. Yes, she is. And Helen Wallace, as far as she's on Facebook, Twitter X, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, of course, here. And she does the Jukebox Jury. And she does Helen's Mixtapes. And she's over there on 360 Music on Radio Planet. And let's see. And Tina says, all I know is she's a good person. She's one of the good people that I like listening to. And the other blowheads I don't have. It's as always. Yes, I know, Helen. As always, yes. Now you can say we're not talking about football. No, I love everything. Like I said, my heart and my foundation falls back on audio. And part of that is listening to radio. I loved growing up. I still have fond memories of the little AM radio I had. and we have an ad break. We got an ad break going on. Yeah, I guess we do. What's this ad? This ad is for a game that I've been seeing a lot. What's this ad of? It's some new game. Let's see. They're shooting bullets. What's this called? From Valorant. What's the game? Oh, Valorant? Okay, now we got something a progressive talking about insurance, car insurance. These pesky ads. And Helen says to Tina, thanks, yeah. I'm just standing by for the ad. So this has been a pretty good, successful broadcast, I guess. Even though we did have a late start, we know that. I'm very happy Tony was coming up as far as that goes. Helen, Rich was just messing with you. It's what I do. You can talk about whatever if you want. Yeah, I know, Helen. You got to remind me because I still have that tendency. I think you're serious in the chat, and I know the chat can be deceptive as far as the nonverbal and stuff. So thank you for doing that. So I appreciate that. You know, I know you're messing with, because on your broadcast, I try not to go. I don't even think if I have a problem with tough subjects, I guess, when I talk about them online because I get really passionate, over passionate, to where I get frustration. We were talking about this the other day. Helen and I, it's not worth getting the frustration. No, it was last week we had a good discussion, but Helen was getting frustrated, and I could sense that, and it's just like it's not worth it in all the end because I appreciate her as a viewer as far as that goes. Wow, I just had 5. I'm sorry about that, Tina. It's if you're just coming in, I think that's the natural thing. And now you'll get it'll go to a 1-minute commercial break every 30 minutes. That's just how Twitch has it, I guess, as far as that goes. And just I don't mind you if I know you don't like commercials, but I don't want you subscribing to me. I don't want you to spend it. Don't spend any money subscribing to me, folks. Go get a cup of coffee. Go do something. Let the commercials roll. I get a few pennies, which I could care less. You know, I it all adds up, I guess, in the great scheme of things. But I don't want. There's people. I'm very thankful that they subscribe, but I'm not in here to make money. I'm pretty sarcastic. I know a lot of people don't get it very. Yeah, that's that British humor. And having. Knowing some individuals in my past military career, as well as my even during my last 17 years at my working at the day job, I had multiple contacts with people from Britain as far as that goes. So I know what you're saying there, Helen, and stuff like that, and as such. And you tell it like it is. That's what I like about you. You tell it frankly like it is. And if you don't like it, I know what you'll say. You'll tell them I was going to say it. F off. Let's see. Tina, my daughter has taken over my money. She said it's because I give it away. There's nothing wrong with that. It'll go a lot longer, so... it's always good. I don't control the money in my family. The missus takes. I wouldn't have a pot to tinkle in if it wasn't for her. And I like honest people. I do too. I like honest people. As far as that goes. But I don't need to subscribe. I'm not here for the subscriptions. I don't care. I wish there's a button I could turn it off. But it's Twitch's sandbox. So I gotta, do I mind it? Yeah, I try not to think about it, but I guess when the commercials come up, and like Tina said, she said 5 commercials. I was like, that's what Twitch is doing and stuff like that. I guess as far as that goes. So, but it's still a good platform. So I watch other people's commercials. There's a gentleman. Is he still on? Yeah, Jim Figerty. You need to check out Jim Figerty, Tina. Jimfiggerty. He's an Irishman. He's 75 years old plus, okay, and he broadcasts every morning. There was somebody that was on my broadcast this past weekend when I was doing Lord of the Rings online, and Walt is on that Walt comes on that broadcast. Oh, you do follow him? You do? Okay. Walt comes. I was on his broadcast later yesterday, and before I went on Michael's, I think I was listening to him, and then I saw that Michael was up, so I switched over to Michael. But he was. I was chatting with him, and he says that Walt comes up on his broadcast. He knows Walt is right there. So you get it. It's banter. Yes, I get the banter. We call banter here. I'm honest, but I'm not mean or unkind. There's no, and I see those people that you're talking about, Helen and stuff like that. I don't like them, and I've not seen Walt for a while. Well, he was on Jim Figerty's on last Saturday, I was told, and Tina says, right, Helen. So, but I get the banter, Helen. Okay, and I'm starting to get it between you and Tony and stuff like that too, as far as it goes, which I don't mind, as far as that goes. So, but Jim Figerty, I want to give him a shout out. He's a great guy, and you do follow him, Tina. Yeah, he's got 11 people. He's got more folks. How do I got 8? I got freaking 8 people here. You guys, don't you guys have morning lives to get to instead of watching this clown? I appreciate your views, though. I do appreciate your views. Thank you. And as far as that goes, and yeah, I follow him now, and he's a great guy. This Jim Figerty. I love his setup because you can watch the birds on the bird feed. He has so many birds at his bird feeder. It's like well, the birds are starting to congregate. The starlings, we call them starlings. They're like a blackbird. They flock together. They're flocking together because to fly south, I guess. Some of them stick around during the wintertime, as far as that goes. Let's see, Helen. I'll need to drop him a tweet and check on him. He was streaming on Twitch and then suddenly. Well, I think he's taking a break, Helen, because I did see an Instagram post. He posted a. Let's see, what's the picture? It was on Instagram this morning. I was checking it. He has a picture. Oh, Tony has a picture of Kentucky Fried Chicken nuggets. Oh my God, they do nuggets. That's Soul Crush Cruiser. Who's this guy? Oh, that looks like a freaking. Is that an SR-71? No, that's a. No, that might be an SR. Is that an SR? Yeah, no, it's a U2. I know he's on here. I saw him on there and stuff. So he's active on his Instagram, Helen. You could probably message him on Instagram. He'll get right back with you. But I know Michael Bathurst is talking about trying to bring him up on his broadcast. And Helen, I need to drop him a tweet and check on him. I know last month or the month before he was in Austria with his wife. They were on vacation. Yeah, he's been busy with work too, I guess, from what I've been told and stuff. So Walt's still here. He's just off the path a little bit and stuff like that. The one guy, yesterday when we were talking with Michael and Joy. Michael was talking about, I'd really like to see him come back up, is Nazim. Love Nazim. I know Nazim from the Blab days. Nazim is a great guy. I would love to meet him over in Milan. It's on my bucket list. He's a fellow New Yorker. He was from the city and then relocated over in Italy. He's a great guy. And then Colin. There's one that's really, I've talked to Walt, I've talked to Nazim via Twitter. But what about Colin? Let's see. Helen, of course, because that will bring. Oh, yeah, on the numbers. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that would. And yep, I said it. Yeah. You're just telling the truth, Helen. I know exactly what you're talking about there. I think though, Michael, I think he generally, I think he's still. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for Michael. Michael, as much as he's tried to bring up a band that we're going back and forth and arguing and stuff like that, and I actually agreed with him on a football discussion that we were talking about last week, and he said argue. I don't like the word argue. Yeah, Nazim has popped into my stream. Oh, has he? A couple of times, but I think since he lost his mom. Oh, that's true. Hell, I forgot about. Yeah, his mom passed. That's true. I have tweeted him out to try bringing him up, and he says, "Oh, I'm busy. I think I wish everything well." And I sent him back saying, so at least I got that a little bit of communication. But that's I think the last time I got a DM from him was like 2-3 months ago and stuff. But I know, and I've heard from others that, so that's good to know, Helen, that you've actually had him up in your broadcast. That's cool. That's cool. But Colin's the other one. You know, those three guys. Those three was it Nazim? And Colin and Walt. Colin has commented on my YouTube a couple times, so I know he's okay. So he is okay. That's good to know, Helen. Thank you for giving the feedbacks there. That's good because those are three great guys: Walt, Nazim, and Colin. They're tops in my book, and Michael brings them up to get numbers. He doesn't bring me up. I jokingly said, Michael, if you're watching on this replay, oh, you mention everybody else, but I'm the only one that's coming up in your broadcast here of late, but you don't mention me. So what am I? Am I, I'm the leftover potato peels that you peeled off of the potato that you're throwing in the garbage? It's like, I haven't had him up, but he's been in the chat. Oh, okay, Helen. But see, that's the thing about this internet communicating and stuff like that. We've known like Nazim. I've known over the years. I want to continue to know him. I met Walt and Colin on Haps. I want to continue to know them are well. Actually, I wish everyone that was on Haps, even the bad people, even though I'm not going to talk to them and stuff like that, I hope they're doing good. Okay, when it comes down to it, let's just be kind. I'm not going to totally write them off and stuff. They're not. It's not like they're terrorists. Maybe one. Rose. No, that individual couldn't shut up. That was a problem. And I know Helen had some problems with that individual. But I even her, I wish the best. But I can't. I won't be on the same. Actually, for that, I don't even think I'd come up and chat if that individual was in the chat. I won't even be on the broadcast. The antics that some of the people did back on Haps, they're not as raw, but they're still there. Last time he said he would bring me up, Tony put his foot down and said, no, she's not doing. Oh, really? On Michael's broadcast? Helen, I know you're in the car and you can't come up, but you're always welcome to come up. Just, if I always have, especially on Twitch, you're one of the ones that you say, hey, I'd like to come up. I say, yeah, okay, I send you, because I got the guest stars. Guest stars is working great now. I think that was a little blip on my side that I didn't set it up right as far as that goes. I might have had the guest stars window. I think I might have forgot to, there's like a little phone. I forgot to shut the phone off, so it probably was activated on a previous when I opened up the window as far as that goes. So, yeah, it was my... But I wonder, would you want to go... I know I was excited, and I'll be honest with you, Helen, okay? I was excited to see Michael come back up, okay? Because we need more broadcasters. We need more broadcasters. Now that Michael's up, he's got his own thing. I like listening and stuff like that. I have all the time in the world, really. If I'm not doing anything, because I'm retired now. Officially, it's been over 6 months now. I have the time, um, just like I got the extra time now. But how long have we been on now for? Okay, we got an hour and 27 minutes, so we're gonna go an hour and 30. We're gonna wrap this up in the next couple minutes. Oh, we got 19 minutes for another. I want to get out of here before the next commercial. That's what's nice about this. The next pre-roll commercial is in 19 minutes. But you're always welcome, Helen, as far as that goes. I still I've had Helen and Tony were the first two that I've ever had up on guest stars, and that's when my OBS was still a little wonky. The OBS, oh God, this is sweet. The OBS is working great. I just can't mess with the backstage like I did the other day. Helen says, "Oh, out of everyone, she, the Rose, yeah, gave me and Tony the. Oh yeah, no doubt, gave me the most grief, saying horrible things all the time. What do you see in her? Blah blah blah. You're right. She just a nasty piece of work. That's saying it nicely. I won't tell you the thing. Yeah, well, I can imagine. Yeah, I know where you're coming from, Helen. You don't be. It does. Let's say you don't. I'm not. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure that individual out. So I don't want to go into the. It just that was one of the bad moments of Haps. There was individuals that would keep certain individuals on for a long time for the drama, the soapbox crap, soap opera stuff, and I'll be honest, I would sit back and listen to it and stuff like that, and just, I don't like that anymore. It just it just looking back on it, it was one of the things I dislike and distaste about with Haps, as far as that goes. But the flip side of the coin, the good side. I met some great people. You, Helen. Yeah, I know I got the idea because Michael's broadcast yesterday, they talked about how everybody gravitated to airtime, which I refused to go on because I was trying to get established. I guess after Haps, I was trying to get set up here on Twitch more so. I've been on Twitch for a number of years, but they all hang out still. Yeah, see, I don't want to get into that rut as far as that goes. I like coming up, and if other people up, I'll support them. The people like you, Helen, Tony, and even Michael now. Okay, I don't know who you're talking about. I stay away from. Well, the pulsating rose. I'll say that flat out. I've left. Yeah, but recently there was an individual high in the numbers and stuff like that, and I just got and you got to be careful about who you follow and who are for the most part. I think most broadcasters that I've seen, too many yeah, that's exactly right, too many bad people. I'll say bad people. A little producer provided guidance there on the talk, but there's an individual I haven't watched in 6 months and stuff like that, or in contact with, because I was taken out of context, and this individual has all the people that follow him, which isn't 1,000. The individual has great numbers. I don't wish him any ill will, but it was just the individual crossed the line being disrespectful towards me, and I just asked a simple question. I wasn't being derogatory, but because I asked this question and it challenged that individual, I'm going to blackball him. Mods, take care of that. Without batting an eye. I wasn't even out of the broadcast 5 minutes. That's what I've been told, okay? That's what I've been told and what I heard. And when I heard that, it's like, you know what? I can see that. It just... But then the individual, and this, Helen, we've seen it on Haps, the individual's all pissed off and all that, and then they try and joke around it because the individual has rated Michael's broadcast a couple times. It's like, that's fine, no problem. I don't have any qualms about it. I'm not going to lose any sleep. I could care less. I know the person won't raid my channel because there's certain safeguards to prevent that, because I don't want that individual in my broadcast. I can't control. You can be on Michael. Michael can have whoever I want. I don't mean any ill will, but I'm. And then as far as that goes, he body shamed me on the. Oh, if that's the individual I'm talking about, don't mention his name, Helen. I don't want his name being brought up. He's farther than I am. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you know who I'm talking. I don't want to mention any names. It's not right to bring up anybody's names, but I'm talking to Helen, and as far as that goes, and Tina might be getting the gist of this, but understand, I don't mean any ill will to the person, but I wish the best to him and his family. But it just that when you constantly spill out crap and you hear about that crap, it's like, why do I want to even waste my time? And that's what we're talking about as far as that goes. So there's provisions as a broadcaster. Use those provisions. And like I said, did it shock me? No, it didn't shock me. I was prepared. I wasn't flustered or anything like that. I know the person probably was thinking they were getting, there's that fireman Rich. We'll jolt him or something like that. Oh, I know. Yeah. And because I've got the guy, I got the individual. You've been on this. I've been broadcasting for a number of years. I've been on this internet for a number of years, so I know how broadcasters are. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed all the time, but the thing is, I don't live under a rock as far as that goes, okay? And I know my content. That's why I guess I like presenting the content, because people find it interesting, are truly here because they want to hear me and stuff like that. I don't want to bring any other thing. But that's all good said and done. So I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I mean, the biggest thing, and I got to say this because I've been retired for six months, and when I was told this, they said, "Oh, are you really worried about being retired and worried about?" I'm not worried about a frickin' thing. I am having more fun now than I have ever had. I am truly blessed to have the missus, have our partnership of life in a situation to where I'm not rich, I'm not poor, but we're maintaining and we're taking care of, and we're living very comfortably, okay, compared to other. And that's what I feel bad about that, because there's people in this world that they have some they have challenges and stuff, I think. But when I heard, are you going off on the deep end? And I said, where are you getting this from? This is off on the side, okay? There's individuals that I get. The thing is, you got to be careful what you say on this internet, because it gets back to you. It comes back around. I am having the time of my life. I am enjoying myself. If I was that bent out of shape, I wouldn't even allow the missus to come in here and talk and stuff like that. So that's the one comment after the other comment I was told that, oh, you've been banished, or you've been blackballed or something like that. And I was like, okay, that's that's that individual's prerogative as a broadcaster. I could care less. I'm not going over there anyway. So, but when I hear, they also said that you're not handling retirement well, I says, they're full of shit. They haven't been here. People are speaking on my. They're speaking it out of context. Let's see, Helen. People want to hear because you are just you. You're not trying to perform a character or a facade. You're just you. I've tried to want to be here, and thank you, Helen. Thank you. But it's. I have to say, when I hear stuff like that, I want to put it in the crap area. I'm like, life is real world life stuff is more complicated. I don't need to bring the real life stuff in here, and the other crap is like I said, I wish them the best. Have a happy life, but I am enjoying the best part of my life right now, being retired. And I am very happy that I retired at 65 instead of 67. If I would have retired, if I would have worked for 2 more years, I probably would have been old and cranky and stuff. I could have retired at 62. And if you do the math, let's see. I want to know who said that. Sounds like, oh, no, maybe off on the side, Helen, on a sidebar in the green room or something like that sometime. We can talk shit there, okay? I don't like talking, but I guess the overall context is that you got individuals, they think in their mind, oh, I'm gonna mess with this. You're not messing with, it's just like that's wishful thinking and stuff like that. So, and it's just the fact that people are saying, oh, you can't handle retirement. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm still just thinking about it. What planet are you on when they haven't even talked to me? I'm telling you forthright, I am just truly, and I get a little scared sometimes because I think, when am I going to have to go? I get a little worried. It's like, no, the missus says, don't worry about it. We got it covered. We're good. And she's solid. And like I said, retiring at 65, it did the math. Okay, some people, oh, I'm going to get my full retirement at 67. No, do the math. I'm actually making more money now, retired as a retired, if I would have waited to 67, because I'm not paying for the gas. I'm not paying for other things that I would pay for concerning the job. From 65 to 67, I think I'd be losing like $200 or $300. Since I've retired, I've actually increased my retirement $400 or $500 or something like that. So as far as the savings, so it's all how you look at it. So let's see, catching up on the comments there. Helen says, take the crap with a pinch of salt. Exactly, Helen. They make you content. Sad. Yeah. Lots of laugh. No, I don't talk about people either if they aren't in the room. I don't talk about them. So I agree. Yeah, I don't want to bring up name. No, that when you bring up names, you're talking about I'm just talking about things in general and real quick, like as far as things that have been told to me. Okay. At first, I'm thinking, really? I almost don't want to believe it, but then looking where it's coming from, the source. Yeah, I could see that happening. I tell them, well, Helen, sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes I could go over on somebody's and talk up, but it's just stirring. That's just creating more havoc. I don't want to create havoc. They can go ahead and spill out what they want. I'm not going to challenge it. I consider the source and I move on. I consider, is it worth my time? No, you're not worth my time anymore. So, I tell them to their oh, that was Tina that said that. Yeah, I could see that working, Tina. I'm sorry. I thought that was Helen. You guys have the same color. Okay. But Helen agrees with Tina, and I would agree with you, not online though, Helen or Tina. I think that there's people that try and use that to draw in so they can create more drama. Okay? Because the reality, the other broadcasters, they got more numbers than me, so I don't want a whole bunch of freaking people filtered. So I just let it go. And Tina says it's better. Yeah. But it sounds like those people telling you are stirring no rich. But it sounds like those people telling you are... No, Helen. No, what I mean, why tell you? No, I'm talking, these comments haven't been recent. These are like a month after I left that person's broadcast and stuff like that. I don't watch them anymore. Again, I just wish them the best. I don't really care to watch that individual anymore because I got other better things to do as far as that goes. It happens to me, Tina says. Yes, I know. Yeah, Helen, or Tina and Helen. So we're going into a commercial again. We got to go through this commercial. Tina, sorry about the commercials. We'll stand by. Let me know, Tina, when the commercials are over with. I just got indication they're going right now. They're going to end in 1 minute. And then we're going to have to wrap this up because I got to go to... Well, we'll wrap it up in an hour 45. Yeah, the big screen. It has a commercial on it. Well, the thing is, Helen, too, if you're on this platform for a long time, or if you're live streaming, you got to have a thick skin, and I definitely have a thick skin. I can tell you that for a fact. It doesn't work. It's like it is what it is, whatever, as far as that goes, and. Yeah, I'm getting ready to wrap up, Tim. Hey, Tim, I got Tony's picks. I don't have time because I'm gonna wrap this up. Could you DM me your football picks when you get a chance? You want me to send you the list? Let's see, putting guys to work. What is broadcast? Putting guys to work while I watch. Okay, you're on a break. Okay. Will and yes. Do you want me to send you the list, or you can figure it out? I can send you the list after the broadcast, as far as that goes. So, yeah, send me. Okay, I'll send you a list, and then you can send it back. I'll send it to you, probably after I get done with my walk, because I got to end the broadcast, and we got to go for a walk, as far as that goes, and stuff. So we're back, and Tina's saying good morning to Tim in the chat, and you're welcome, Tim. Yeah, I'll do that. Tim Fan 40 for those folks. He's our contract. Also, Tim, you'll be interested to know. We're going to be meeting a contractor to schedule. We got to get our electrical service updated. Our electrical service, after we had the contractors in, the electricians in last week to fix the back light. And I got to tell you that story. I think I didn't I? I'm not sure. But there was two contractors that came in for a couple hours, took care of the light switch, and they were looking at some other things we wanted done, and the one kid said, your electrical service is sort of outdated, and that could be a concern. And then he explained it and says, well, we need to get that taken care of. So we got a guy coming out to look at it and schedule us to get our so we're still working with contractors here. These two electricians were great and stuff like that. So but after I get back from the walk, I'll send you a DM, Tim. But Tim is a contractor out there in Michigan. We appreciate him being here as far as that goes. And Tina's saying good morning to him. And I think, Helen, you said good morning to him earlier and stuff. So, but let's see. And we had Tony D up earlier, which I greatly appreciate as far as that goes. And I think that's about it. I went off the beaten path, I guess. Maybe it was meant to be because I couldn't get the internet going initially. But we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here, folks. And get our day started here in the southern tier of upstate New York on this first day of November 2023. And I would like to say thank you very much to Tony D for being up on the guest stars, which is called Streaming Together now. I'm going to still call it guest stars. And Tina says, thanks, so good to be. I'm glad to have you here, Tina. You're always welcome to come in. And I'd like to bring Tina up. Would you be up to come up, Tina? But thank you, Tony D. Thank you, Helen. You have a great day also, Helen. And thank you for being here. Oh, you would? Okay, we'll have to do that. Maybe this weekend I'll bring you up for morning chat. All I do is send you the link on Twitch, and you can come in. Love to. Okay. So thank you, Helen, for being here, coming in from Edinburgh, Scotland. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I always appreciate your commentary, Helen. Thank you, Tim Fan, our resident contractor out there in Michigan. Thank you very much, sir. And I will be sending you that tweet. Thank you, Tina, of course, for coming back into the broadcast. You have been, I'll be honest with you, you have been missed, but I thank you for those comments on the replay over on my YouTube channel. So you are always welcome just to let that, and we'll look at bringing you up here maybe this weekend. And I think that's it. That's all we had in the chat. So thank you for those folks. Thank you for watching on Twitch, for those people that were watching on Twitch. Thank you also for those that are watching on the replay on Rumble and YouTube. greatly appreciate those replays. And you can follow me over on Truth Social, Instagram Threads, and Twitter/X at Fireman Rich, just like at Fireman Rich here. The links are in down below in the lower part of my Twitch channel here too, I think somewhere. But at Fireman Rich, and I'm also over on Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich. So you all have a great one wherever you may be. Have a great Wednesday. We're a hump day. Tim Fan, have a great day too. Tina, Helen, and live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Great chat. I love the chat.